Okay, this fan is a 1919 General Electric. It is a AOU fan, type, or rather form V2. It's in pretty good shape. It's got a little oil on it here because I just oiled it. It's hard to see, it's under the switch there.
Yeah.
This is not cleaned up or anything. It's just been, I went through it mechanically to make sure the motor was safe, the wiring is safe, and so on. Of course, the guard is inside. We took the guard off and ran it through the parts dishwasher. This is the original motor. Took out the oil wick on the front, disassembled the gearbox in the back, put new Castrol Syntec grease in it, and that lubricated it right up. Dug out all the old grease, which looked kind of like mashed up cornflakes. And anyways, this is the day after we got it. It was a gift from a friend of ours. Shout out to Phox in Philadelphia, who actually bought this for us and sent it our way. And you know, like I said, we got some polishing to do, got some cleaning to do, but you know, it's mechanically sound. And just to go ahead and show that, I put the blade back on, and we're going to run it on high, medium, and low. Keep in mind this fan is 100 years old, okay, and I had the motor apart, and I can tell you the motor is original. It's not been rewound. It is the cloth wiring and everything that it came with from the factory. So without further ado, I think we should start it off on low. Mm-hmm. Do you think? All right, we'll start it off on low, and then go to medium, and then go to high. That way you can tell, you can see just how fast this motor is. My God, this thing is fast.
Yeah, it's a 4-pole motor.
It's a 4-pole motor, and like I said, other than me cleaning it, cleaning the bearings and re-oiling it, it's as it came 100 years ago. And I have it set to oscillate too. So here we go on low. I'm putting my face away from the fan. I'm putting my face further away from the fan. Alright, and that's low. Now it's important to understand on the little wheel back here that controls the oscillation, there are two settings. One is fast oscillation, the other is slow oscillation. Plus the entire fan can be tilted, and the oscillating yoke in the back can also be adjusted. So say if you want to have the fan up on a wall or something, you can tilt it all the way out and then have it oscillate, you know, slowly or quickly, and also in a short arc or a long arc, whatever you want to do. Alright, here's medium. And high. It's blowing things over there.
Has a really cool, soothing sound to it.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, not just the airflow, but the motor. It's like, whoa.
Now I'm going to flip it off. We'll let it coast down, and then I'll start it on high.
Need a little bit of balancing there.
Yeah, one of the blades is ever so slightly bent out of alignment, and I'm definitely pretty sure that some of these fasteners and attachments may be loose. Like I said, this is out of the box, and the only thing I did was tackle the motor and make sure it was safe to run it. Also, this head wire for the motor is the original green cloth covered wire, aluminum conductors, 16 gauge, and it's absolutely fine. There's no reason to replace it. It's not cracked or brittle. It's perfectly fine. The only thing I am going to do is when we do disassemble it to paint it, Here in the base, there is an auto transformer that is used for the speed control. It's triple tapped, so it's got low, medium, and high. And I'm going to disconnect this head wire from the output of the auto transformer and go ahead and put some good tight conductors on there, or rather connections on there, because it's just kind of like done like it was done in 1919, and the aluminum is wrapped around the brass thumb screws, and you know, I don't want that to be a failure point in the future, so I'm going to go ahead and do it upright. Alright, now we're going to go from off to high, just like that. One click is high. And see, once it gets past that initial point, it balances itself back out. And back to off. Again, I did take the rotor out and put it on the drill press and give it a quick buffing with a sanding block, as well as the shafts. That's why you can see the shaft is sort of clean for the most part and shiny. I did that because it did have a little bit of residue on it from old oil, and you don't want that shaft covered in old oil turning inside the bearings. So I cleaned the shaft and the bearings, and I also cleaned the field coils, the stator, and ran the sanding block with the drill press around the outer edges of the rotor, because there was a couple of burrs on there, and you know, when it comes to fans, burrs aren't always a good thing.
Burrs.
But yeah, somebody has repainted it in its past. The GE badge, which goes in the center of the grill, was covered in blue paint or green paint that approximates that of here. Thanks to someone on DT Vintage forum, I don't remember exactly who. I will have to look, and I will give you credit, but somebody gave the correct paint, I think, as being Charleston green. I'll have to look it back up, but I will leave a comment with the correct information, as well as a shout out to the fine soul who did the research and found that information out for us. Alright, next time we will bring you the fan at another various stage of its development, but this is our most exciting project that we have attempted yet, and I believe this will be the oldest and most desirable of anything that we have. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited.
I am.
You are. And again, thanks a lot, Philly Phox. You are a good friend, and
Yep.
your gesture of appreciation has been dutifully noted.